Hold up. Let's go. We back in the building. It's official. We couldn't wait. We couldn't even wait. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what it is. You know how it go. Back in the building. So what is it? What is it?
Must be Tuesday.
It must be Tuesday. If it's
Yes.
Tuesday, August 13th, it must be my birthday.
It
If
must
it's
be
Tuesday, August
somebody's
13th,
birthday.
you rocking with us. It's a little early tonight. We doing it. I'm inebriated. You know what I'm saying? I got the bear in the building. Windwalker's probably gonna pull up allegedly. You know what I mean? He got another store opening to do. You know what I mean? We here. We back in the building, man. Shout out to Robbie Danksworth, man. I see you. We got not Jack Nicholas, but we still got the Golden Bear in the building, and the bronze and all of that.
You know
what I mean? You know what I mean? Back for vacation and all of that good stuff. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into the United States, bringing home that gold medal on both ends of the floor, the men and the women. Did LeBron really deserve the most valuable player of the Olympics? Before we came on, Yada Bear was waxing eloquently about how LeBron, deserved it, and he was the man. And we're gonna definitely get into that because au contraire, my friend. We gonna get into that, right? I got my friend with me in the building. It's my birthday, so again, pull up, leave something on the wall, whatever you do. I done been trying to answer everybody's, shout outs or whatever. Salute to everybody, man. I love y'all, man. You know what I mean? Y'all bear with your boy because it's going down tonight and I'm feeling myself. It's Tuesday night. I'm with my people. What you gonna do for your birthday? I already did what I needed to do. Now I'm doing what I want to do now. Talking some sports. I got my people in the building with me back in bronzed and tanned and glowing and all that good stuff.
You know
I mean, we'll hold some seashells and all that. We're gonna definitely get into that trip because I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. But we're gonna talk some football tonight. You see, as you see, Brasky's in the building. Got an Eagle stuff on. We ready to go. Buck Nation in the building. Stand up. So yeah, we're gonna definitely get into it. So Brasky is back in the building. It's not a figment of your imagination. It's not artificial intelligence. It's not a mirage. It's live and in living color. So that's how we get it. Brasky, great vacation, honeymoon. Shout out to Queen V in the building. You know what I mean? Tell us how your trip go. Did you catch your flight?
Man, it was.
I know you ran into the salad bar, but
well, I can always find a salad bar. It didn't even take me a full 24 hours to make that popping, But we had a great time in Dominican Republic. We was down in Punta Cana for a week. Hot as all hell down there, had to get used to that. I haven't been on an island in a minute, so when that island humidity hit you, it was just like, whew,
disgusting.
Oh, it was crazy how hot it was down there. But once you get used to it, it was beautiful. The beautiful water, white sandy beach. The pools were great. The drinks was popping. The salad bar was definitely open. It was some regular salad. It wasn't no specialty, but it still got the job done.
It served the purpose. No doubt.
It definitely served the purpose. Still got the job done. But we had a great time down there in Punta Cana. But you know how you be on vacation and then after like the 5th day, it's like, all right, I'm okay to come home.
Right. If an emergency happened, I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad if I had to catch an early flight.
Right.
I wouldn't be mad, but after but it was still a great time. I would go back. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah.
We gonna play a game.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna write down a word. And you go write down a word.
Oh shit!
It's good. It's no. It's going to be germane to the conversation. So that means somebody's got to talk. It's going to be something simple. I'll give you an example. Like you would write down. You would say write down Jalen Hurts. So somebody in the conversation would say, "Oh, we talk about the Eagles and Jalen Hurts' name come up. Oh, it's time to take a shot." I would talk about, I don't know, slam dunks or 3-point shots or whatever. As soon as somebody mentioned that, it'd be time to take a shot.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna write my word down so you won't think I was cheating you. Write my word down right here.
See, now you got me looking for a pen. All right, hold on, let me go find a pen real quick. I got one.
All right. We're gonna take a quick pause to the cause. Y'all the Bears back in the building. We are here down at In Sports Talk. It's my birthday, man. You know what I mean? We making it do what it do. We got the salad bar in full effect. Don't tell nobody. Doing a little drinky drink. We're gonna talk some sports tonight, most definitely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Might be a little slosh, but I still know what I'm talking about, even when I'm twisted. You know what I mean? Left-handed in the building. Y'all the Bears in the building. Win Walker's on his way. He's the icon, so he take his time. He's pimping and all of that to the show. Salute to everybody that rocks with us, man. It's getting ready to be football season, and you know how it goes down over here in these parts of football season. I talked to my man Sonny Cruz today. He was like, "Yo, you still doing the football thing?" I said, "Absolutely." You know what I mean? He probably was asking because he was a champ last year. You know what I mean?
Of course he was.
But no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
No.
I was the champ.
Oh yeah,
that's
you
right.
won last year.
I was the champ. Absolutely, that's right. I won last year. Sure did.
Yeah.
But we're gonna bring it back this year, y'all. Myself, Yada Bear, gonna be in the building, holding it down and stuff like that. We are definitely still considering coming on a little bit more for you guys, giving you guys a little bit more than what you bargained for as far as the sports talk is concerned. Yada Bear's building with the powers that be. You know what I mean? And we definitely gonna come on and fill up your screen a little bit more during the football season. Speaking of football, let's get into it. We back. Yada Bears back. You know what I mean? The Eagles are back. You know what I mean? Allegedly, they get ready to take their trip across the border pretty soon in a few weeks. What's your thoughts? I mean, I know you wasn't here for the first practice, but I know you got your ear close to the situation. So, what's your thoughts? How's everything looking? Is Jason Kelsey's absence going to be that much of a missing thing? Is there a chance you get Hassan Reddick back? You know what I mean?
Well, that Hassan Reddick situation is crazy. The Jets are doing Jets things. You would have thought that it would have been a different, feeling over there, but they still doing Jet-like things because the reason why we traded him was because we couldn't give him the contract that he wants. He wanted to get paid. And unfortunately for him, we changed to a 3-4, defense that he's not he's not really fit for a 3-4 defense. We seen the likes of that when he was in Arizona where he was out of position a lot. We seen that he couldn't really drop into coverage. He's more of a rusher, he's an edge rusher, which nothing wrong with that, but unfortunately don't really fit our scheme this year. And the Jets traded for him, who plays a 3-4 defense, and you guys didn't know these things. You guys didn't have a contract ready for this guy. Like, you knew that he wanted a contract. He wasn't saying it in secret. He was saying it out in the open. Even before we even made the move to trade him, he was saying it out in the open. He was all on Twitter stating that he wanted a new contract and traded for him. Y'all gave us a conditional 3rd-round pick, and now he wants to be traded because they're not gonna pay him. But you know what? That's their problem. The Eagles right now, what I see in the first preseason game against the Ravens, I see that we need a slot receiver. Bad. We picked up Paris Campbell, but he's injured. We don't know when he's coming back, and we don't know what he's gonna look like when he comes back. I thought the Paris Campbell pickup was a good pickup, but I just didn't. It was just him getting hurt really kind of messed us up. So we definitely need a slot receiver, and we need another linebacker to go besides White. Because to me, what I have seen from practices and reports, and even in the first preseason game, is that N'Kobe Dean is not showing me anything. He's kind of looking almost like Buzz right now to me. You know, he hasn't picked up any weight, hasn't picked up any muscle. It don't really look like he was really working in the off season, and he's showing me what I seen last year from him. You know, and that's bad. So hopefully before the last preseason game, Howie will work something out. You know, um, they have mentioned, you know, looking for a slot receiver. They also have mentioned also, you know, talked about, you know, the same thing about a linebacker. We did pick up a safety for Denver, the young guy from the Broncos. We signed him, um, which helped us a lot too because safety was a little thin. I mean, it's so bad that we got James Bradbury out there playing safety, and he looks terrible out there with the second unit now. He's playing in a preseason game. I'm like, James Bradbury, you've been in the league for like almost 10 years, and you you playing in a preseason game at safety, and you look bad. So I don't know what's up with that guy. I'm surprised he's still on the roster. I thought that they would have moved on from him, you know, especially after, you know, our draft picks. Quinyon looked, you know, he looked good. There was a lot of
that's your number one draft pick.
Yeah.
Out of Toledo, the corner.
Yeah. He looked good out there. You know, after like the first couple of series, they had to get the communication, you know, right. Once they got the communication, you know, down pat, he looked good. Cooper has just been activated off of the injured list. So he finally
that's the number 2 pick from Iowa, right the corner.
Yeah. He's actually back now. They, you know, looking to work him in. We probably see him at the last preseason game. I'm looking forward to see him more at safety than at corner. Because to me, him as a corner.
I'm getting drunk, y'all. It's my birthday.
Look, my man is just sipping around. But yeah, him at corner is not a good fit for me. Like watching him, it's like, you know, corners are generally fast. He looks so slow at corner, but he looks better at safety.
He's not a Jason Sehorn type, is what you're saying.
Not Jason Sehorn.
He's not a Jason Sehorn type.
No. It's only one, you know, one every once in a while, and Jason Sehorn still that one.
That's right. That's right. How long ago was that? That's right. Woo. That's right.
You know, so him as a corner, now him as a safety, yes. You know. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., he flagged someone on him defense. Also, he a little small for my liking, but he's a ball hog. One thing that I like about him that I don't know, people will realize that he don't get swallowed up with the play. He attacks the play. Not like most rookies. You know, when the plays happen on their side, they're not really engaged, but they just get swallowed up.
They let it come to them.
But he's like attacking, you know, the play. So I'm liking that. He had a couple good hits on special teams. So hopefully, you know, we can get a little, you know, something from him. But other than that, you know, the first preseason game, we're not going to see anything from the starters, you know, just yet. Maybe they'll come in, play the series in the second game or the last game. I feel like they should, since it's a brand new offense, you know, that and how the season ended last year, that they should definitely come out there and at least play a series. You know, I need to see them in at least one series so that I can feel a little comfortable, especially with Cam Jurgens at the center position now, taking over Jason Kelsey. There's going to be, you know, some growing pains, but I'd rather the growing pains happen in the preseason than in the regular season. So it's going to be a little different, but, you know, we're excited to see what's going to happen, and, you know, seeing Saquon run behind the row offensive line, see how that goes, because what he was doing in New York behind that offensive line, just imagine what he can do here behind this offensive line, But
Well,
how you doing?
that was nice. That was
A
nice.
little something.
That was really nice. I'm gonna say this first before we get into our the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. September 29th, the Eagles play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So once again, it'll be Hate Week Part 2.
Of course.
Right?
Always.
Hate Week Part 2 is coming up September 29th. Buccaneers and the Eagles, right? Let me talk about my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you notice how my energy is up now, not to the fact that it's my birthday or the fact that I'm getting twisted, about to get twisted some more when the show's over. I'm excited about this Buccaneers. And I know Browski gonna be looking at me kind of weird, like I always be talking doo-doo about my team, which I do. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt this year, Browski. We gave Baker Mayfield some money, which I really don't think we should have gave him. We gave Mike Evans his money. He deserved it. We gave Antoine Winfield his bread. We gave Levante David his bread. Chase McLaughlin, the kicker, got some bread. So now I'm expecting some things. People thought we were going to be the worst team in the league when Tom Brady left in his second and final retirement, right? Instead of that, we won the NFC South, but not the first time, not the second time, the third time in a row. Mm-hmm. Who's the only team in the NFL that's been in the only team? Do your research and your homework and get back at me. The only team that's made the playoffs the last 4 years. The only team in the NFL is, and I'm drunk. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm drunk, but I ain't that drunk. The only team in the NFL that's made the, and look at Browski over there. The only team in the NFL has made the playoffs 4 straight years. They used to laugh at the Buccaneers, the Succaneers, they garbage, they stink, they whack. I was the one that was saying it. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, Kimmy. You know what? I mean, again, I'm feeling Bucky Irvin, the kid, the running back we got from Oregon. Mm-hmm. Definitely when we was playing against Cincinnati the other night, he showed a lot of energy. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Tristan Wirfs. You know what I mean? We try to, work a situation out with him, and I ain't mad at him that he stood his ground and they came to some kind of compromise. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But I think job one for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensively this season, because we got the passing thing down. Evans on one side, Godwin on the other. You know what I mean? K. Ott in the tight end. Offensive line is working pretty decent. We need to get some more work with the running game. Rashad White was but I'm looking at us to be a little bit more explosive, right? Again, defensively, I talk about Todd Bowles, man. He's supposed to be a defensive dude, but he got the right name sometimes when the defense stinks. Todd, I say toilet bowl, tidy bowl. You know what I mean? Bad breakfast bowl. It's just me. Yeah, I'm drunk. Yeah. Sorry. You know what I mean? But Jamel Dean is that one turd that won't flush and go away. No matter how many times you flush the toilet, you pull the thing, that one turd be circling the bowl, son.
Still there.
That turd name is Jamel Dean. And I'm going to even give him the benefit of the doubt because they talk about this guy like he's supposed to be good. And I'm like, where's it at? Mm-hmm. Every time I see Jamel Dean, he don't make tackles. He's getting bacon burnt. He's always got his hands up like, what happened? You know what happened? You got toasted. That's what happened. But again, I'm giving my Buccaneers the benefit of the doubt. Our schedule looks favorable. We open up against Washington at home. Then we go to Detroit. That's going to be a test. Right? Then we got Denver at home. Then we got the Eagles. Right?
That's right.
And then we go to Atlanta, and then we go to New Orleans before we go to Baltimore on the 21st of October. I'm looking at favorable numbers right there. The only game I'm looking at that's kind of a little bit of trepidation outside of the Detroit game is the Eagles game, and that one's at home.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, again, We're gonna get into the over unders for the wins and losses later on down the line as we get closer to the season. But I'm my schedule. I mean, again, we got a bump of the road when we got at Kansas City on November 4th. Then we go, we got San Francisco coming in on the 10th, and then we have our bye. Right. So again, I'm looking at our, we're going to be getting it in before our bye comes, right? And then after the bye, we come back with at the Giants, at Carolina, Vegas, at the Chargers. Come on, Browski. Even you got to look at that and be like, yo, looking at the schedule, why can't Tampa Bay win 10, 11 games?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this season in the South is still a 2-team race. Tampa and Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Just like how I feel in the NFC East is always going to be a 2-team race. Eagles and the Cowboys until other teams step up. So in the NFC South, it's going to be Tampa and Atlanta. And the one thing you just have to look at is how much of an effect is Kirk Cousins going to have on Atlanta. Like how many wins is Kirk Cousins going to give? More wins Kirk Cousins going to give Atlanta this coming season. That's what's really going to be.
Let me tell you something.
The big question for the South.
The first couple of interceptions Kirk Cousins throw, Jermaine Dupri, Bow Wow, what other Atlanta people? Kirk Franklin, Trey Young.
Oh God! Now it's Trey Young.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh God! Now it's
Ronald Acuna Jr. They're all gonna be looking at him sideways. They're gonna be looking at him like Michael Penix. What's up? What's up with Michael Penix? You know what I mean? But yeah. I think that situations are gonna create themselves, and as we get closer to kickoff weekend and stuff, those situations are gonna clear themselves up. They didn't give Kirk Cousins all that money for nothing. They didn't draft Michael Penix for nothing. I think they kind of looked at it, and this is my opinion, my drunk opinion on my birthday, which I'm entitled to give. Damn it. I think that they drafted Michael Penix as an insurance. And I'm not mad at that. People like, why did they draft Michael Penix when they just signed Kirk Cousins? Have you seen Kirk Cousins lately? Because he's been hurt.
Listen, so, I think they could have got a quarterback in the second round. They probably could have got Michael Penix in the second round. You pay Kirk Cousins $100 million guarantee, and you don't get an offensive lineman. Because as you just said, you seen Kirk Cousins. Well, Kirk Cousins was getting banged up in Minnesota. You bring him into Atlanta, you give him $100 million, and you don't get nobody to protect him. You could have got
with $100 million. It might not feel so bad.
Listen, they should have drafted an offensive lineman to help protect him because drafting Michael Penix in the first round, that doesn't help you right now. That doesn't help Kirk.
Listen, they got one. I look at over there at CJ Stroud and saying, listen, they helped Houston.
Yeah, but
he wasn't even supposed to be the dude. Mike Shirley was supposed to be the dude.
But Houston didn't have a quarterback. Houston didn't go and spend $100 million on a quarterback and then draft CJ.
And then turn around and draft.
They was already drafted CJ. So that didn't help them at all. But we'll see what happens. Speaking of rookie quarterbacks, JJ McCaffrey. He's the first casualty. He's down, torn meniscus. He's out for majority of the season. And what's so crazy? He was balling. I saw the potential there. I said, "Oh, this guy can really play." And I seen the excitement and what you call his eyes, Justin Jefferson's eyes when he said like, "Oh, he can throw the ball," because that was the big concern. Who's going to throw me the ball? They didn't think this guy was that guy, but he looked like he was the guy. And then the guy's on the sideline. So now, that's crazy, just to see that. But we'll see what happens when the season get a little bit closer. But can we please talk about this LeBron James MVP?
We're definitely gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that right now. We got the icon Win Walker in the house.
Yes.
What's good with you, Playboy?
Yes.
He's muted.
He muted.
He's muted.
I know. look, he muted.
He chose to mute himself. All right. Well, you know.
Yeah. But LeBron, you know.
Can you hear me?
Go.
1, 2, mic check. Mic check. 1, 2.
There you go.
A mic checker. Born day salute. Born day salute. Mic checker. 1, 2, 1, 2. Armed deaths in the building.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Happy born day, bro.
Salute. Respect.
Salute. Respect.
All right.
Welcome back, Yada Bear.
Yeah, Yada Bear. Yada Bear's in the building.
Back in the building.
I mean? All right. She said she bought you back a souvenir from Rio.
Uh-oh. Hey, Rio de Janeiro.
Listen. It's a store. It's an automatic store opener. But we in the building, man. We got the whole crew in the house. Windwalker's in the house. The Yada Bear's in the house. She just flew back in from Rio. Her arms are tired. She's in the house. And it's my birthday, man. And, you know, I'm making it do what it do. I'm on my vegetarian thing, so I'm going to hit the salad bar after the show's over. But we definitely go into this, man. LeBron James, first of all, the United States, man, salute. Both ends of the floor, the women and the men came home and brought the gold back. As they should, you know what I mean? This competition was definitely stiff, you know what I mean? And it wasn't, you know, a walk in the park, by no means a stretch of the imagination, but they finally got it done. The thing of the matter is, where there's smoke, there's fire. With, you know, over here in the States, we always got to have some kind of controversy, some conversation. Yeah. Nothing just goes smooth and just, you know, okay, you had a great series. The Olympics, you won the gold medal. Everybody bask in the glow, get ready for the parade, and do what you do. But there's always got to be some kind of, you know, rudimentary story that hangs over a win or a great victory like the United States had in this Olympics in Paris. The question now is, did LeBron James deserve the MVP? In my opinion, and we're gonna get everybody's opinion about this part itself. We're gonna get everybody's opinion. In my opinion, real quick. I mean, I see it. He can get it. That's the easy out. But if I had a vote, I would have voted for Steph Curry. And here's why. And I'm gonna make it quick, Win, because I know you got to run. I think LeBron saved the United States because, you know, the exhibition games and the qualifying games notwithstanding, you know, he took up the pressure when he had to. He was the only one. You know, it seemed like to me they were deferring to him a lot. He made a lot of plays. True, I'm not taking nothing away from him. He led the team in all categories. I'm not taking nothing away from him. Steph Curry was invisible the first part of the Olympics. He was invisible. Nobody knew where he was at. He wasn't doing nothing. But when he had to, in the games that kind of clinched the medals and solidified the United States spot, Steph Curry showed up, especially in the gold medal game. Steph Curry acted like he was in San Francisco somewhere. He was shooting the ball like he was at the Wizards game or at the Knicks game. He was just doing his thing, and it was embarrassing how he was playing those dudes out in that gold medal game towards the end. He was having his way with them dudes. So for me, I'm thinking that, you know, again, as much as LeBron brings to the table and he brought to the table, that was expected of him, right? If LeBron and them would not have came home with the gold, they would have blamed it on LeBron. I get it. But I think Steph Curry did a little bit some extraordinary stuff, especially those last 3 minutes of that gold medal game. He was on some Harlem Globetrotter-ish. Every time he threw the ball up, it was nothing but net. He was killing them. So, you know, if you're going to have the most valuable player, I can see LeBron. I can see that. I'm not going to argue that. Because they go, oh, you don't fuck with LeBron. Pardon himself, I'm drunk. You don't mess with LeBron. No, I don't. But again, at the end of the day, LeBron, you know, made it happen. But Steph Curry was the most exciting player on the United States team. It wasn't LeBron. LeBron did what he was supposed to do. Steph Curry was the most. Who are they talking about? Steph Curry put on a show. Steph Curry and it was his first. So for me, I'm saying, Steph Curry's undefeated in the Olympics. He proved his worth. Now, I'm not going to take LeBron's MVP away. No, because that's where it went, and he deserves it. But I would make an argument for Steph Curry, just like I made the argument about Kyrie Irving in 2016. But we're going to talk about that. But what's your thoughts, Win Walker? Because I know you got to get up out of here.
Yo, check this out. This is probably going to surprise you, Yada, but I would have gave it to Steph. Because in the games, when they needed it, he went for 30. He went for 29. In the first few games, they didn't need him. Yeah, he was non-existent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else. Kevin Durant went for 30. You know what I'm saying? It's only so many basketballs. And that last game, that stretch, they were struggling. He brought life, and he did the Steph Curry thing like he do for the Golden State Warriors.
Yep.
Like he done seen him do over and over to teams.
We all seen it. That's right.
The magic of Steph Curry, shooting from half court, making people miss, jab, step,
in the face
of two people. Wembanyama and old boy, he shot over two, not one, two. A 7 foot, whatever he is, because they change it every week. I'm just gonna say 7 foot, whatever. Yeah, but of course, I give LeBron his praise, even though he's a Laker. I give him his praise because.
He said even though he's a Laker. We'll talk about that later.
For now.
I'm drunk, but I'm listening.
Yeah, listen well. In those first two games when they needed him to play bully ball, he came through. And he came through against Serbia. Because if he wouldn't have played a little bully ball and took over, that game might have went a different way. And remember, they only won by, 1 point? Hey.
3, yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right.
The game that they should have been worried about was that first against South Sudan.
Listen.
Go ahead, Bosky.
LeBron is the rightful MVP of this Olympic team. Okay? Without LeBron on his team, the U.S. would have been playing for the bronze medal. Plain and simple. He was not only the most viable player on the team, he was the most important player of the team, and he was the leader of that team. Yes, Steph. Listen, I love Steph. Steph took that fourth quarter and ran off with it, And when he, I remember the timeout in the beginning of the fourth, when him, Booker, and LeBron was gathered up together, and you see Steph say, "Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Just give me the ball." And he took over in the fourth quarter. That's, amazing. The magic was there. But throughout the whole Olympics, it was LeBron. The bully ball, doing everything, the defense, rebounding, being the decoy, getting guys open shots, the spacing on the floor. It was LeBron the whole tournament. So, to me, without a shadow of doubt, it definitely was LeBron James. And I don't think, I see Charlie's comment. He said the media just made this MVP thing up to leverage LeBron in the MJ conversation. I don't believe so, because 2004, Manu Ginobili from Argentina won the MVP in the Olympics when they won the gold medal. Nobody have an issue with that. It just seemed like anytime some type of LeBron makes some type of milestone, it's an issue. And then we have this conversation where now it's a MJ versus LeBron conversation where we didn't even have to put MJ in this conversation.
Right.
That's true.
That's true.
It's about LeBron versus the MVP of the Olympics.
Right.
Should have been him. Should have been Steph. So to me, it was LeBron all the way. We winning the gold medal. It was definitely LeBron all the way. Steph a close second, but like you said, Steph was non-existent for the first 4 games. The last 2 games he scored 60 points. Amazing. That's what Steph Curry does, and he did it at the right time when we needed him to be hot. And when he got hot, everybody deferred to him. LeBron wasn't taking no shots. LeBron was getting him the ball. LeBron was playing crazy defense. LeBron went and got dunked on by trying to take a charge. He got dunked on.
LeBron did his best Patrick Weiss imitation. My man booked it on him. That was a no doubter right there. When is that poster coming out?
Oh, that poster already made it. Look, that poster already on that man's wall.
Let me say this right quick. I'm gonna say this right quick to elaborate on your point. And to counterpoint your point, Browski, you said LeBron is the man. He's the man. I agree with you. And everybody else comes in a close second, or they're just there. When LeBron was in Cleveland,
now, but see, nope.
No.
We're talking about these Olympics games.
But it's a recurring theme. It's always LeBron.
But that's the problem. It's like every time that he does something, he accomplishes something. We always gotta flip it to something negative. Just let this man.
It's not
negative. Go ahead. What you do in Cleveland?
You just heard me say I'm not going to argue or belabor the point that LeBron got the MVP. What does it mean? Was he the MVP of the end season tournament too? So what does that mean? You know what I mean?
Here we go.
So
why?
No. He earned it. Right? He earned it. So again, I'm not taking nothing away from the big homie. LeBron did his thing. He earned that. He earned it. Right? But why do we even have to have this conversation about, well, if they didn't give it to him, this other dude, 10 years down the line, they're not going to be talking about, LeBron lit everybody in every category. They're going to be talking about how Steph Curry lit up the French dudes at the end of that game. So no disrespect to LeBron. He deserves it. All praises due, all of that good stuff right there. But I was just bringing up a point. And shout out to Stephon Marbury. Because Stephon Marbury is standing on 10, 15 toes down. No Vaseline. I hope you caught that. But no Vaseline. But anyway, all I'm saying is that LeBron earned, he got it. He earned it. He deserved it. He got his gold medal, this and that and the third. But I just think that Steph Curry came out of nowhere. But like Windwalker said, you got wild stars on that team, so somebody had to carry the weight. If it wasn't going to be LeBron, it was going to be AD.
But the thing is, LeBron carried the weight the whole tournament. So you telling me that here we go, the NBA Finals, the Knicks in the finals, Jalen Brunson been killing the whole playoffs, and then they playing against the Warriors. It's Game 7, and then out of nowhere, Julius Randle just go for 40. So now he gets the MVP because he went for 40 in one game.
If we win the championship, we have the MVP, the MOP, the MTV, the Wu-Tang Clan. He can have everything. I don't care what he gets.
But Jalen Brunson been destroying every team. But just because in one game,
was it the winning shot at the buzzer?
Yeah, one game. Then he's the most valuable player.
Listen, Kimmy, let me ask you something. in any 2-game stretch in the Olympics did anybody have 60 points besides Steph Curry in any 2-game stretch?
No, but who
I'm just making
like the first
points.
like
you
one,
already got it, Browski. You got it. You got it.
like you're right, but hey, Browski, like one game it was Joel Embiid showing up. One game, Anthony Edwards started showing up.
Listen, and the last, it's because it's fresh in our minds. Those last 2 games, against Serbia, it was Bron, Joel, Steph, right? And then the gold medal game, it was Bron, it was Booker in the second quarter, and then Steph in the third and fourth quarter. That's because it's fresh in our minds. But the whole Olympics, Brian has been balling, doing everything out there.
Yeah, he was watching.
So one game don't change the whole tournament, One game don't change the whole tournament.
I feel you, but it was magic what Steph was doing. It was magic.
Yeah. And guess what? Magic generally don't equals championships. Because sometimes magic fades. LeBron has been consistent the whole tournament. Steph caught fire at the right time, and he made them boys up in France pay. He made them pay.
He made Victor Wembanyama cry.
He made them cry. But let's flip to the women's side.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Because that French game, that gold medal game, was way too close, and I think this coach, I don't think she's going to be the coach in 2028 because her rotation was wild. The rotation was wild. That game shouldn't have been that close. We was more talented than that team. The fact that Sabrina Ionescu, she didn't even get in the game until the second half. She's sitting on the bench cold. That's your top 3-point shooter right there. We already see what type of game this is. They shooting threes from half court, from the logo. The chick make logo shots. There was a lot of magic on the French women's side because a lot of them shots was
Gabby Williams.
Yep, was hitting. Her keeping Kalia Copper on the bench for too long. When she get in the game, she made instant impact, and then you take her out. I understand that she has blind loyalty. Okay, yes, Jackie Young had a great game the game before, but she was staying up against France. You got to make the adjustments. There was no adjustments. Diana Taurasi didn't step foot on the court. Sometimes you need to slow it down, put your vets in to slow the game down because they was playing really crazy, super fast in the first 3 quarters. Like they was playing extremely fast. Like this wasn't even USA basketball the way they was playing. They was playing the tempo of the French women's team. That was their tempo. Asia Wilson, she trying to do everything on her own. Taking bad shots, forcing shots. And what they need to realize too is that you're not going to get those calls in international play. They're not calling those fouls like they're calling the WNBA. It was really like touchy. I just I was happy that they survived. The Gabby Williams.
Gabby had a Kevin Durant moment. That foot on the line.
Foot on the line. That was because I thought if they went to overtime, they would have lost. I feel like they went to overtime. The U.S. team might have lost that game. But this coach, I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it. I think they may make a change in 2028 because it was too close. It was too close for comfort. I just it wasn't a typical USA game. It was pins and needles. it was crazy.
So do you think, in your opinion, do you think the French team played above their head, or the United States played, below their talent level?
Below their talent level.
Hmm.
I think they played below their talent level, and and like I said, I don't think they played their style of basketball. It was chaotic. They had about like 15 turnovers in the first half. Just throwing the ball away. Um, Unnecessary fouls. Like I said, Jackie Young almost fouled out the game.
Mm-hmm.
When they brought in Kelsey Plum, it was like she brought in a spark, and then when she started to heat up, she take it right out. It was like, I need some consistency. It wasn't. I think it was bad coaching. I think it was bad coaching. Like, she didn't take like there was like no adjustments. Me seeing Aja Wilson just running out there, driving like just getting the inbound and going straight to the hoop without passing the ball. I'm like, you gotta take her out. She tripping. You gotta take her out. You gotta settle down. I think Brittany Griner should got a little bit more minutes too, because that right there, when she came in the game for a little bit, she kind of settled the game down. There was actually, you know, she was posting up. There was actually running plays with Brittany in the game instead of being, just them freestyling. But
Right.
at the end of the day, they came out victorious. Got the 8th straight gold medal, and now we just waiting to see what the team going to look like for 2028, because you got a lot of changes happening, a lot of people not coming back, to play in the Olympics. So we'll see what happens, and then we have new talent coming into the league by the time the 2028 Olympics come. So we'll see. How'd you like the game? What you took from the game?
I think that the United States women, kind of like parallel to what the men. They were expected to kind of like run through everybody and run past everybody.
Yeah,
But just on the men's side, the women's talent level is not as bad as you would expect or you would think that it would
yeah,
be. You know what I mean? When you talk about, in contrast to the United States women, you know what I mean? Okay, maybe years back when Cheryl Miller and all of them was doing it, they was running through the
oh, they was running through them.
right. But now in 2024, those French teams, those German teams, those women,
Belgian
good.
teams,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because what do you expect? Where do they play when they can't play in the WNBA? Where do they play, Browski?
They play overseas. They play in the European
So
leagues.
they've been playing.
They've
Yeah,
been
I'm drunk. That's all
playing.
right. I'm drunk. Beautiful, but I know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
They've been playing. So again, like we talked about with the men's side, Kimmy Bear, we
Yeah.
talked about they're not playing for the name on the back of the jersey. Those other countries are playing for the name in the front of the jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, the French team making it to the gold medal game on their home court.
Yeah.
That's
Both
almost like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing the Super Bowl in Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, Win Walker. You got the
Mhm.
French women and the French men playing for a gold medal, which
Yeah.
means at this point where we are in the conversation, it means more than an NBA championship or NFL championship. That's the conversation I'm hearing, right?
Yeah.
So as your Olympic gold medal, you got the game on your home court, on your home floor. You got wild home court advantage, right? The women fought back. I think the
Yes.
United States took their foot off the pedal. Like you said, Asia Wilson was, going missing bunnies, and then had a
Listen, yeah,
crazy
buddy.
look in the face, like, why didn't it go in? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that Jimmy Fallon and all that stuff on the sideline notwithstanding, I really don't pay attention to that because they're not in the game.
Mhm.
But again, for me, it's like you were dead right, Browski. That's why I mess with Browski. Yada bears the truth, yo. The rotations, they did you forgot Diana Taurasi was on the team.
Yeah.
You forgot these other. You forgot. Because all she ran with was the same people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, you said by the time 28 rolls around, when you have fresh blood, you got a fresh, a new atmosphere, a new philosophy. You know what I mean? You might have some of the same, Asia might still be around. You know what I mean? But we talked about it before already because we always ahead of the game over here. You know what I mean? Juju
coming
in. Paige. You know what I mean? So again, it's going to be a whole different vibe with the women. They're going to be listen, and again, the French are going to remember this.
Yeah.
The French are going to remember this.
Yes.
So in 4 years, when they come to LA,
yeah,
in 4 years, and you're gonna tell me Juju Watkins ain't gonna be on a women's Olympic team and the game's gonna be in LA?
Exactly. Caitlin
We can talk about this right. We can talk about this right now. That's how we give it up. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. All right, but I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about this right now. But for me, I think, like you said, Kimmy Bear, it was way too close to comfort.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't have been like this. But I think it's what they needed to kind of like wake their ass up.
Yeah.
Like, the competition, they coming for the gusto. They coming to win.
Listen, anytime that they're playing the USA, they are bringing their best because they know that we are the standard. You have to beat us. And if you can't beat us,
you beat us, you get on the Wheaties box.
Exactly. You beat us.
Team to beat.
You beat us, you get in the medal.
Absolutely. You could talk. You could get into all the clubs for free.
Exactly.
You could go wherever you want to go for free for the rest of your life because you beat the United States. Listen, we're in the building, man. Down in Sports Talk, we are here. We are in effect. The whole crew is in the building. We got Yada Bear in the house off our world tour. We got my man Wim Walker in the house. He's an icon. You already know. What we getting down on this week, Yada?
Well, we're gonna get down on the slump that my Philadelphia Phillies are on.
Knew that was coming.
Okay, we are in a terrible slump right now. We can't buy a win. One second.
Now that Yada Bear is back, right?
Here we go.
I'm gonna take it back for 1 second. I'm gonna let Yada Bear finish her thought. Yada Bear was supposed to go with me to the Yankee game on July the 29th, which is my sister's birthday. Salute, Tiff.
Yeah.
Yada Bear was on the beach somewhere, sipping Mai Tais.
I was pina coladas.
Trying to convince Queen V not to bring the cat home. Like, you know what I mean? But while all that was going on the international side, Wim Walker, the Yankees was busting the Phillies' ass.
Absolutely.
Sweep them, bomba club. Sweep.
Absolutely.
Yada Bear wanted to ask the people over there in Rio, could she stay? Because she knew what it was when she came home. She knew what it was going to be.
I take some fault into that because it was like as soon as I left Philadelphia.
You hear this, Walker?
We just everything just went straight down. Soon as the All-Star break was over.
You had a chance to be at the game and cheer your team on, but no, you
listen. As soon as this All-Star break
flying overseas to go on the beach and chill out in the water, and no.
Yo, we have been in a serious slump, and I just need them to find a way to dig themselves out of this hole. It's bad. Right now, we're losing 5-0 to the Marlins. Right now,
that's too bad.
It's bad right now. Look, it's bad right now, but we're still on number one spot. Okay.
Look at this.
That's all that matters. We are still holding on to the NL East number one spot, but I need my boys to get a win. I need us to win the series. Like
why don't you tell them to pretend it's June?
Listen. Look. I just want them to get this out their system right now because when September comes, I need to turn it back on. So get it out of your system now. I just need a series win to get us back on track. I was hoping that this series would help us, but it's it's bad right now. So all I gotta do is just sit back and just wait for my guys to get out this slump. I believe they will, but it's just hard to watch when we were so used to seeing them win. Now that we are in the slumping stage, it hurts, but we're not gonna go undefeated, So
check this out.
Go ahead, man.
This is what I'm getting down on. I'm scrapping my whole get down. I had a whole thing put together. About these fighters. And I'm not going to do it. Browski just convinced me to scrap my whole get down on it for this. This is why. And let me take a sip. Wait a minute. It's my birthday, goddamn. This is why New York sports fans and Philly sports fans are totally different breeds. Now, you just heard from the ubiquitous bronze golden Yada Bear about how her beloved Philadelphia Phillies are going through it right now. Earlier in the season, when they was doing what they were supposed to be doing, oh, it's glorious. We're gonna wait till we get.
You did.
We don't need Reese Hoskins. Bryce Harper's hitting home runs all the place. Kyle Schwarber's doing the what's the guy's name? Ranger Sanchez. Soon as he brought his kids and his wife to the game, it got different. But hold up. My point being, I'm getting down on Philly sports fans because when it's good, y'all ready to have a parade, grease the poles, jump up and down, have Jason Kelsey put on a clown uniform and just go berserk. Lose 3 games in a row. Ask the Philadelphia Eagles. Ask the Sixers. Ask the Flyers. Y'all don't even talk about them. But listen.
Well, I mean, because the Flyers haven't been relevant since like the 80s. So what are you talking about?
I'm getting down on y'all because when it's good and it's sweet and it's lovely, it's good and it's sweet and it's lovely. Now, as a New York fan, I'm going to tell you what it is. Listen, if you suck, you suck. Eggs, garbage, balloons, whatever. You suck. But when you're good, it's like, okay, we're going to do this. Whoop-de-whoop. But you, listen, if we got a 12-game lead in the middle of September, Browski, we're going to the playoffs. I always said, and when is my witness? And you know, Browski Bear, we don't play for June. We don't play for July. We play for October, right?
We don't,
and we want to win. We want to win the World Series. Listen, here's the difference. I'm gonna sum it up. Because we ain't got to talk. We expect to win the World Series every year. It really don't matter to y'all if y'all win it or not.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that because for the past couple of years, we do expect to go into the postseason. And we do expect to make a splash into the World Series. Now, I would say this about Philadelphia fans: we are more realistic, and we will tell you when you suck. We like you said, we love you when you're winning, but when you suck, guess what? We're going to tell you that you suck. And right now, the Phillies are sucking. We won't just sit there and try to coddle them and be like, "Oh yeah, well, you know."
Now, like a Milwaukee Brewers fan
right now. Okay, they are bad right now, and I'm going to point it out. Of course, when they're winning, yes, I'm going to love them. But as soon as they start messing up like they're doing right now, yeah, they are sucking right now. They are terrible. We have won 7 games since the All-Star break. We are 7-15 since the All-Star break. That is terrible. Okay, we are playing our worst baseball of the season. This is terrible. But go ahead, Win. I'm gonna let you get down.
Yeah, Win, get down on what you're gonna get down on, big.
You know what I'm gonna get down? We waited for it, and I waited for it, and it was like I said. Who are these people judging the breakdance competition?
Oh my God!
Who are these people in the breakdance competition? I think I need to go to Australia, and I think I could be in the Olympics in the breakdance competition. That woman, Oh my God.
Right.
Get around on the floor, bunny hop. I don't know whatever else she did. Who let her through the tryouts, the
You know what?
qualifications? Hey,
It was a disgrace. It was
You know what? It was
disrespectful.
a mockery because she
Yeah.
was doing a report on like a thesis on how like you could get into these competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she made a whole mockery of the whole thing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
at the end of the day, she succeeded in her mission. But I think that this shows that where we come from, it's like we're gullible. You know what I mean? We know better, but to be, what's the word I'm looking for, Browski? Amiable or polite or nice. We're gonna let everybody into this competition. Now, how they pick her to win? How they picked her to win is different. I have no idea.
That's totally different.
Because what she was doing was not related to breakdancing at all.
And
listen, I totally agree with Wim because when I was watching it, and I started looking at the judges, I said, well, who are these guys? I said, I have never seen any of these guys ever. And majority of them was like white. Like, who are these white guys judging breakdancing that has been originated?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy.
That's a whole nother conversation. For real,
exactly.
For
real. And what makes it so bad? 50 years of hip hop, 51st year of hip hop, and this is what we see.
Yeah.
And let me say something else since you brought that up, Windwalk. It's my birthday, and I'm gonna speak on it. And it seems like a lot of people want to speak on it because if you was there, you would know. No disrespect to Hurt, no disrespect to Bam, no disrespect to Flash, no disrespect to nobody because Cass is my big homie. Salute. What happened to November being Hip Hop Month? Nobody seems to know. I got wild flyers, Browski, from back in the days when November was the hip hop anniversary month. Now, I talked to one of my big homies today, and he put me on the game, Kim. He said, you know what? It might be where, because when November is Zulu Nation anniversary. So it might be a fact of the matter where they try to remove themselves or separate from the Bambaataa situation.
Yep.
Damn, nobody talks about November.
No, and also you got to think of this way too. They can make more money in the summer months with these festivals, with these outdoor concerts, because when you do stuff outdoors, you don't really gotta pay, the stadiums. November, everything gotta be inside.
Right.
But
yeah, but
I
get it. I just want to, because I asked a lot of people.
But also,
man,
also, the November months, that's when people used to come in their bombers and they triple fat goose and all that. It's the look.
It's a different time now. It's a different time. Everybody want to be half naked.
But listen, you got to think about the commercialism. Who gonna sell the most? It went commercial.
Mm-hmm.
It's not underground no more.
Right.
Hip hop used to be underground. Now it's mainstream.
Another word I would say for that to add on when is exclusive.
Yeah, it was exclusive.
I was talking to my people the other day about this, yo. Hip hop, if you couldn't do it, if you didn't have nothing to do with it, you never touched the mic. You never got on the turntables. You did anything else except for that. Now, since everybody's so inviting, come on in, we're all inclusive. You got people coming in making money off of hip hop and then turning around and becoming the racist scumbags that they originally were in the beginning.
Yeah.
Hip hop has become a tool for people to get money, get their audience numbers up, and then turn around and go back to their caves. And yes, I said caves. Right? So again, we do it to ourselves, but that's a totally different conversation that we should have. And I definitely can't wait to get in on it because again, at the end of the day, it's a lot of stuff being bandied about, and that people are not clear on, and they're being confused, and then they run out here and tell these false stories, and then when they run into somebody that's really about it, they get embarrassed and they wonder why. So, yo, that's all basically I wanted to say, Browski. We're in the building, man. Down in Sports Talk, we are back in full effect. All right, send all your emails over there. Yada Bear, she'll answer them one by one. All right, she was practicing her handwriting when she was in Rio. Win Walker's in the building. He came and hang out with us. He's the icon. He came and hung out with us. Me, myself, man, I just want to say this before we get out of here. Don't go nowhere, y'all, because we're going to go behind the scenes. Another birthday, man. 58 units around this piece. Running around. Salute. You know what I mean? From, being a little kid, man, who remembers, watching, I'm about to take it back when O.J. Simpson when he was at USC.
Oh, the juice is loose.
Yeah, the juice is loose, right? Remembers those, remembers a whole lot of stuff, man. And now that we fast forward to 2024, man, it's just worthy now to be able to still be here and talk about stuff and kind of like just reminisce and then have fresh perspectives. You know what I mean? Because it's always good to have another perspective, especially if it's, not the same as your own. That doesn't make it opposite. That just makes it different when you hear different perspectives. And I think that in my 58 years of running around this ball of clay, man, I seen it all, yo. But what I seen first, I had to learn and read about. That's all I would do.
Yeah.
Is read. That's it. History. As a little kid, reading about, shot heard around the world, or Ali and Liston and this stuff like that, being interested in it, man. So I want to thank, everybody, man, that made this possible, man. My moms and my pops, they're looking at me right now. Yep, I'm doing it to it. About to do it to it some more in a few minutes. Watch. Big homie right there, Win Walker. You know what I mean? My co-D, Yada Bear. All right. You know what I mean? And all y'all, man. You know what I mean? A year ago around this time, Win Walker was around. You know what I mean? It was at Yankee Stadium at the event. You know what I mean? So again, a year comes and a year go fast, yo. In that year's time, man, we put together some things. We talk. We have our fun on Tuesday nights. We do what we do. We do so much and have so much fun, and we so live with it. Certain people could. We not gonna say no names. Certain people could take vacations. We so live with it. Certain people can go on vacations and stuff. But yeah, man, this is the point that we try to make, man. We want to have fun with it. We're not trying to beat you there with a bunch of numbers and stuff like that. But I also want my unit to be able to hold it down wherever and whenever they talk about sports, man. That's it. Down in Sports Talk, we in the building. I'm about to finish off this drink. I'm about to cool out with my crew and go to the salad bar, get my veggie on. We'll talk to y'all next week. That's Yada Bear over there. That's Win Walker down there. And I am left-handed at RM Desk on Twitter, which is this right now. And we'll talk to y'all next week. All right, y'all be peace wherever y'all go. All right, and LeBron James did deserve to win the MVP. There you go. All right, I said it. All right, you good? And Philly sports fans are dope too. All right, I said that. All right. Y'all be peace.
WNBA returns on Thursday.
WNBA returns on Thursday.
Yes.
All right. So you already know Down in Sports Talk will be in the building and we will be talking about it. And salute to the women and the men in the United States. And
yes,
breakdancing, Olympic breakdancing against the gas face. We out. Don't go nowhere, y'all. I don't know what that was, but yeah, she did that too. I don't know what.